Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of the Ultimate Confusion, something slightly different, starring your host, Charlie, that's me, and so much more. So this is the end of Dragon Con. Unfortunately, I missed the entire thing of Dragon Con, but I heard there's some amazing stuff going on. And of course, a lot of talent that went through Dragon Con at different parts of Dragon Con, which of course makes me extremely jealous of those who made it. So kudos to you. Oh man, I had something. So I figured it out, and I know that everyone knows this already, but I'm going to do it anyways. So these wonderful little games on your tablet and on your mobile device that has a specific amount of turns, and then you have to wait for it to replenish. If done right, what will happen is you'll get just enough of a bite that you'll want to come back. Now, that's a balancing act, and there are a couple games that continuously make me come back as of right now. For my iPhone, I have Hexa Blaster Monster Buster for the iPhone, and then for my wonderful Android tablet device, I have 3 games. I have Soul Hunters, the Battle Cats, which review incoming, and of course Marvel Puzzle Quest, which I can't get enough of. And Marvel Puzzle Quest doesn't have that, how do you say, it doesn't specifically have that, oh, you only have this many moves before you have to stop. It does, but it doesn't. So you have a roster of heroes. Once your heroes are dead and once you've run out of health packs, you've got to wait for the heroes to basically regenerate or recover. But of course, when you have a roster of, say, 60 heroes, you might last a while, which is what I have. But at the same time, you have all these little challenges that when you use your high-level characters and you damage them enough, and then you have to take on something of an equivalent value in either the, I think it's like the story mode or in the versus mode, you're going to need to take a break. And then, of course, you're like, well, sometimes it's a lightning round, so you only get an hour, and other times no. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't like it, of course. I want to, if I'm going to play the game, I want to play it as much as I can. But that being said, since you have only a limited amount of time, you can't burn out as easily. So that addiction can continue because you can't quite get the fix that you're looking for, and so you continue to do it. So there you go. There's the thing at its best. And of course, you could probably break the cycle by spending real life money to give you extra moves, power-ups to help you get through areas at a cheaper rate or something. Yeah, I'm not going to pay anything. Marvel Puzzle Quest has cured me of paying microtransactions. So kudos to you, D3. I do want to mention one thing, and this kind of has been bugging me. So I was forced to get a new iPhone, and of course I had to pay full price for it because Verizon was like, well, if you get it through us, you have to change your data plan. And looking at your data plan, you're probably going to be getting nailed with serious overcharges. So you're going to have to keep your old data plan, which means you have to buy the full phone, no contract, and you got to go to like an Apple store, you got to do it online, and then of course, if you go to the Apple store, you can get it immediately. If you do it online, there's a shipping, blah, 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 blah. So of course, I bought the entire thing at the Apple store, basically emptied out my bank account to keep my freaking phone, and then I've got this wonderful Mophie backup battery that allows me to, I believe this one is 100% battery. So I basically have 2 batteries in one. I've got the phone battery, and then I've got this bad boy that when I want to, I could turn it on and start charging the phone. But there's supposed to be this wonderful little rubber edge that's supposed to protect everything. So, if it takes a weird fall, it cushions the blow. The rubber edge thing, you may have noticed in a couple of the videos where you see me with my phone and I'm playing with it because I'm OCD, and it doesn't line up perfectly right with this piece right here. The rubber edge was really loose in this section, so you'll see me constantly try to manipulate it like it would ever fix it. So anyways, I finally sent it to the Mophie place, and they gave me a excuse me, all of a sudden I'm congested. They gave me United States Postal Service mailing slip. All I have to do is take it into my local post office and send it. Now, I don't have an envelope that I felt comfortable because, you know, it's a pretty good size. You know, it's your standard packing slip. So it's not like you can put it on your regular envelope and have it work. So I went to the post office and I bought, I think it was like a picture envelope or something. I go up there with my with the package slip in one hand, or the shipping label in one hand, and my stuff and the thing in the envelope in the other. I get up there, and the lady informs me. So she's like, "Okay, so you're gonna buy the envelope?" I'm like, yes, so that I could send this thing. She goes, "Okay, well, this is in priority mail, so we don't provide the tape to put the packing label on the box or on the, you know, on yeah, I guess the box or the package," which is kind of weird. You know, if you would think if I am buying something to ship something in and I'm already spending money for that, you should allow me to have some freaking packing tape. So, moral of the story is, or I guess the end of the story is, I had to, in addition to buying the stupid envelope so that I could send the damn rubber thing, I also had to buy a whole roll of packing tape for 4 pieces of packing tape so that I could send the damn thing in the mail. Now, of course, I don't know if it's, I should probably check to see if it actually made its destination. I'd love to get that piece back on my case as much as possible. I have a funny feeling they're like, well, why didn't you send the whole thing? I'm like, well, because this is my case. Why the hell would I send my whole case? Unless you're going to send me, if you had sent me a replacement case before I sent mine in, then I would have done it. But there's my rant. I'm going to start doing a playthrough. I'm going to try to write a couple of reviews. I feel like there's a review I'm supposed to be doing. Let me check my list here. It has no reviews listed, so I'm sure there's a review I'm supposed to be doing, but I've forgotten. So I apologize for that, but I'll try to get to it if I can remember. But I will be starting to do a playthrough of a game that I showed off the trailer of a couple Thursday Night Hangouts ago, and I've had a lot of people say, well, where's the playthrough? I want to see it. You know, or maybe even stream the damn thing. Let's see what the game's all about. So I might... I'm trying to think. I might just, see, here's the deal. For you, the audience who's going to be watching this, something slightly different. In your opinion, would it be okay when you're recording a playthrough to also be streaming it? The reason I ask is because while I'm streaming it, of course, there's going to be a chat room. So there's a chance that I'll be having a conversation with an individual while I'm recording the playthrough. Would that, in your opinion, take away from the playthrough? Should the playthrough only be recorded in a local environment, and then if I want to go back and then showcase it in a streaming fashion, then I can go back and play it again? What are your thoughts? Leave a comment in either on the Facebook page, Twitter, alteredconfusion.com, and of course the YouTube page, because this is where it's going to originally reside, and then of course it's going to be links and embed post will be added later. So that's it for something slightly different. So thank you for tuning in. For myself, Charlie, it's been a pleasure to give you the crazy stuff coming out of my head. I will be returning to the regular scheduled work starting tomorrow, so it should be interesting. I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not going to be able to promise this because you never know what's going to happen in the future, but I have a funny feeling that the amount of Altered Confusion stuff that I usually do is going to return sort of to normal once I've returned back to the office. But we'll see. So yeah, until next time, thank you for tuning in, and remember, Thursday night, September the 10th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time to 9:15 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the Altered Confusion Thursday Night Hangout, where you have a chance to win one of many prizes, as well as find out the latest and greatest in the news that we have for you, and perhaps some more game trailers as we try to make it more interactive. I know that a lot of people want to have like a Skype call or a Google Hangout kind of attached to this. We're still working through the logistics of it. I'm going to be honest with you. The vast majority of you guys are awesome, and we would love for you to call into the show in some form or fashion. But there, of course, are always going to be those asshats that we have to figure out a way to filter them out. So there might be, as much as I hate to say this, we may need a third person, a true moderator in-house that's not on camera that'll help us with that portion. Now, of course, if you're in the Atlanta area and you love independent games, or you're not in the Atlanta area, if you're just a lover of independent games, you want to help out writing articles, reviews, playthroughs, help with our our social media presence, whatever, you can. We are looking for help. So you can hit us up on, of course, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, and of course our website, our home base, alteredconfusion.com. Just contact us anywhere, any which way or whatever. Just contact us, and we'll try to find out a way that you can help Alter Confusion, because we love this. We love the support we're getting from our fans, and we would love for you, the fans, to get more involved if you have the time to maybe get this thing to grow a little bit, so that we can cover more independently developed games, the games that need our love and should get the attention that AAA titles get. Because let's be honest, there are a lot of independent games out there that are blowing the socks off of these AAA titles, but they don't have that deep marketing pockets that the AAA studios have. And so let's change that. I know it's a grassroots movement, but you got to start somewhere. Like I've said many times before, Alter Confusion cannot promise that we are going to be the review or the article that helps an independent developer get to that next level. But we can help as much as possible. When we do our reviews, we try to post our review on our website, as well as where we got the game from. If it's a Steam game, we're going to also post I'm going to post the reviews onto Steam. If it's an iOS, I need to get better. I actually need to log on and post a review for Ski Safari 2, which, by the way, you should definitely check out if you have an iOS device. And yeah, so seriously, hit us up. You can, like I said, you can hit us up through all of those different channels. If you really need the email address, it's alteredconfusion@gmail.com. That's basically our public email address that anyone and everyone can hit, and then we can communicate in other forms or fashions to get you in a position where you can help us the most. So once again, thank you for tuning in to Something Slightly Different. For myself, Charlie, once again, it's been a pleasure to give you the crazy stuff coming out of my mouth. I hope that you enjoy all the information that we're going to be trying to give you on Alter Confusion. I know that there's going to be some news stories that are going to be a little bit old. Like I said, I'm still trying to catch up. I'm still trying to find that new pace now that I have an extra human being in the house. So yeah, so thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.